At what point of this game did you're like, we got this?
At no point. I would say the fourth quarter. Because, no, halftime.
Halftime.
Because I think I hit a half-court shot at halftime.
Yeah. You were hitting some crazy, like everything.
There was one where
so
you missed the handle, you got the ball back, and you shot a three.
All that shit was happening, dude. It was like, bro, I got a pulled hamstring. You know what I mean? It was like I was saying, it's like we were peaking, but we were at the moment of like, we ain't gonna never get no rest. You know what? Like, we're not getting a rest. Yeah. It was no rest. Yeah. And so we were like, almost like, you know, when you're at that point of exhaustion where you're still in the zone and you can just like you're just there in a moment. I think that's where we were. And
that's the hardest thing.
You know, being up 3-2, and they had just won game 2. We were struggling the first half, and they were up the entire first half. And so we were just trying, like they were playing really good basketball. We were playing good basketball, but they were better than us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just had more depth. They were bigger, and
it's just like that. It almost like it had clicked because they came off the win. First half, they about to go in the first half with the lead and like feeling like they were in control. You know what I mean? Where we could have been like, oh shit, like the pressure's on us to not lose this game. And I think that in the first half, we was just fighting. And then I think when I hit that half-court shot, it was lucky.
Spark.
It was lucky, but I ran to Peaches. I was like, yep, I told you I was going to do it. This is our game. And you see me clapping in his face like, this game is going to work for it. This is ours. This is our moment. If I hit some shit like that, bro, that means like the lid is open. You know what I mean? Like the lid is open. We came out in the third quarter and we were just like gangbusters. You know what I mean?
Everyone was hitting everything.
Everybody. Jay Rich was setting that shit off.
Rich. Barnes was dunking on dudes.
Yeah. Stack caught
What's
fire.
up with the handshake?
Oh, man, that was the funniest thing ever. So, you know, Steven Jackson had got into some trouble. So him and Matt, I don't know how it happened, but they decided during the starting lineup that when Steven Jackson came out, that Matt was going to frisk him. And so we do it game 1, and then it was like Nelly comes after we win. He's like, all right, guys, I got some bad news. We're like, what, man? All right, you know, I was talking to the league. They're talking about if we do that again, the frisking thing, you know, the frisking got to go. Or are they going to kick some, you know, they going to suspend us for a game or whatnot. Some shit like that. Everybody was like, oh, come on, dog. That's our thing.
That's
like,
some NFL shit.
They were like,
no fun.
Can you put in context how good this team was this year for the Mavericks?
67 wins is tough.
67 wins.
67 wins.
When guys used to play.
Yeah, 67 wins is very, very tough. I mean, 70 wins is Bulls level, Jordan-esque, Warrior, great. So at 67, they were like, they lost to Miami. They should have won. They came back that year, and it was like that was the team. They were everyone's pick to win, and they were showing improving. You know what I mean? And they were just a buzzsaw. And there were only 2 teams that could potentially challenge them, and that was at the time, I want to say it was like Phoenix and San Antonio, but they could beat San Antonio. You know what I mean? They could beat San Antonio, and they got over the hump. You know, so this was their year. We finally got to the finals. We had it. We, you know, kind of like LeBron with the Heatles when Dallas beat them. It was like, we have it. We on our march. We about to wipe through everybody. And so, you know, they were wiping through the entire league. Yeah. And before this trade, we were beating them with the team that we had. So it didn't matter. Like, no, it didn't matter. When we played Dallas, for some strange reason, we beat them.
Yeah. Don Nelson?
Yeah, it was Don Nelson. But
he was there, wasn't he?
But it was the year before Don Nelson got there. So we had, like, over the last 2 or 3 years, had a great record against the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I mean? With, you know, Mike Dunleavy, Troy Murphy, like with that team. Once they got traded, we already kind of had their number. So coming into the playoffs, we were like,
you're a better team.
And we got Nelly, who just left last year, so he knows how all these people play.
Yeah.
So we weren't afraid of Dallas.
Yeah.
You know, and we were like, yo, we are actually the worst matchup for them because we can match up with them. They cannot match up
You
with
guys were
us.
just small, fast. Everyone can shoot. Everyone can do everything.
And we can play defense.
And you guys played hard.
And we were
defense.
versatile. Like, I can guard a 2, sometimes a 3. Steven Jackson can guard 1 through 4. Yeah. Al Harrington can guard 3 through 5. You know what I mean? Andre Beatrice, like, we would let him just play one-on-one, you know, against the center, right? Yeah. And then Monte, he can guard any guard, you know what I mean? So, and then Matt Barnes was versatile. Jason Richardson played 2, 3, 4, and so he was always a mismatch, right? And our goal was, if Jay Rich was playing the 4, chances are they're gonna throw the ball in the post, you know what I mean? And try and like use that as a mismatch. But Jay Rich can guard the 4.
I do.
And so you're not going to kill us. You know what I mean? You're not going to kill Jay Rich faster than he about to come down the court and knock 3 threes down, and we up 12, and you got to take your 4 guy out because he can't keep up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we are always like had an advantage to like the way we played because we knew our defense was like swarming, help. If there was a mismatch, we know you're going to the mismatch, so we know how to play defense out of that.